welcome to Fumi's. I'm Angela and today I'll be showing you guys how to make sweet peas. If you guys watch Spirited Away, in the first scene, Chihiro has a bouquet and the bouquet is made of sweet peas. I know it is kind of like a sad goodbye bouquet, but if you guys make one of this for your Ghibli lover friends, I'm sure they will be happy. So without further ado, let's get on to the tutorial. For this tutorial, we will need these two sizes of hook. We will be using 2.5mm and also 3.5mm. I'm using the hook from Tulip. We will also need two colors of yarn. This is the color of my choosing. I will be making the sweet pea in pink today. And we will also need a green yarn for the sepal and also for wrapping the stem. The next thing that we need are wires. I've cut them roughly around 25 centimeters and we will need 5 of them. So you can just cut them 25 centimeters each. I'm using 0.2 millimeters wire for this one, but you can use a thicker wire to make it sturdier. So let's start with the first flower petal. We will be working on petal A and we will be using 2.5 millimeters hook for this. So let's start with petal A. For the first row, we're gonna start with a magic ring. To do a magic ring, you just have to grab your yarn this way, holding the end like this. Then you're gonna wrap the yarn around your 2 fingers, like so. Now we're gonna turn our hand and we're gonna cross this to the side and use our finger to hold it in place, like that. Now we're gonna insert our hook from here to here and we're gonna pull this, turn the hook around and we're gonna yarn over and pull through, and we're gonna tighten it. So this is how our magic ring will look like. Just gonna have to take this out and we're gonna grab this short tail and pull it slightly to tighten it. After you have your magic ring, we're gonna start with the first row. For the first row, we're gonna start working 8 single crochet into the loop. So we're gonna insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's our single crochet. We're gonna do that 7 more times because we wanna make 8 single crochet. So let's start with the second one. So that's 2 single crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After we have 8 single crochet in our magic ring, we're gonna pull the short tail while still holding this with our finger, and we're just gonna pull it to tighten the holes in the middle. Make sure they're completely closed like that, and we're gonna insert 1 slip stitch into the first single crochet. If you cannot find the first single crochet, you can count the loop backwards and count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's gonna be this one. We're gonna insert our hook into both loops. And what I like to do is I like to bring the short tail in front, and so I can weave them in as I go. And we're gonna yarn over and pull through, and we're gonna pull through again. So that's the first row finished, and we're gonna continue to the second row. For the second row, we're gonna start with chain 1, and we're gonna turn our work. And we're gonna do 4 double crochet in 1 loop, 8 times. So we're gonna start with this first one. We're gonna yarn over, insert our hook into this first loop. We're gonna yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's our first single crochet. You can put a stitch marker here to make it easier for you to find it later. So we're gonna do 3 more double crochet into the same loop. So this is the second one. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. and third one, and the fourth double crochet. So now we have 4 double crochet in one, and we're gonna do it 7 more times. So this is the second one. 2, 2, 2, 2, and the third one, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. We're gonna do it 4 more times. 5, 5, 5, 5. Sixth, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. And the last one, we're gonna do 4 more double crochet in one. So this is the 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 double crochet in one 8 times. So this is how it looks. This is our row 2 finish, and we're gonna continue working on row 3. To start row 3, we're gonna start with a chain 1, and we're gonna turn our work again, and then we're gonna do double crochet into the first loop. So we did 1 double crochet here, and we're gonna do chain 1, and we're gonna do another double crochet into the same loop. This is a pattern that we're gonna repeat 32 times because we had 32 loops here. So in each loop we're gonna do 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 more double crochet. So let's start with the second one. 1 double crochet in the next loop, chain 1, and 1 double crochet in the same loop. And for the third one, double crochet into the next loop, chain 1, and double crochet in the same loop. Repeat that again. This is the 4th double crochet, chain, and double crochet. You can skip the video and continue working until the end of the row, or we can work on it together. So I finished 5. This is the 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10. So don't forget the pattern. We're just gonna repeat the same thing over and over. It's 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet in the same loops, and continue on the next loop, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. You can continue working on this until the end of the row, and I will meet you here again. So I have finished 31 repeat of the pattern of double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, and now I'm at the last stitch here with our stitch marker. So we're just gonna remove the stitch marker and remember the loop, and we're gonna do the same pattern into that loop where the stitch marker was. So we're gonna do 1 double crochet, chain chain 1 and 1 double crochet. So that's the last stitch of the third row of petal A, and we're gonna chain 1 to fasten off, and we're gonna cut off our yarn. And this is how our petal A looks like. It's kind of like a circle, but a little bit folded here and there. You can fold it in half and you can see the shape. It will look like this. We will be working on it like this later. So this is petal A finish. You can weave the end, set it aside for now. So for petal A, you will need to make 3 pieces of this. You can make less, you can make more, depending on how you like the arrangement of your stem looks like. But this is the end of petal A. So now we're gonna grab our 3.5mm hook and we're gonna work on petal B. For petal B, we just need to make 2, but we'll need a bigger hook. I'm still using the same yarn, the same pink yarn that I used for the petal A, and we're gonna start with magic ring again. To do magic ring, we're gonna wrap the yarn in our finger like this, and we're gonna turn our hand around and we're gonna cross it to the other side and hold it with our other finger. And we're gonna insert our hook to here and gonna pull this and turn it around, and we're gonna yarn over and pull through. So this is how our magic ring looks like, and we're gonna start with our first row. So for the first row, we're gonna start with 8 single crochet into the magic ring. So we're just gonna insert our hook into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's our first single crochet, and we're gonna do 7 more. So this is the second one, third one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 single crochet in the magic ring, and we're gonna pull the short tail to close the loop, and it will look like that. And we're gonna insert 1 slip stitch into the first stitch of the row. So we're gonna insert our hook into both loops, and we're gonna yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. So for the second row, we're gonna start with chain 1. We're gonna turn our work. For the second row, we have to do 1 double crochet increase, chain 1, and double crochet increase again in the same loop. So we're just gonna start with the first loop. We're gonna start with 1 double crochet, and then we're gonna place our stitch marker into this loop so we don't forget. And then we're gonna do 1 more double crochet into the same loop, and we're gonna do 1 chain. We're gonna do 2 more double crochet into the same loop. Yarn over and insert our hook into the same loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're not 1 more double crochet. So this is the first pattern that we did. 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 double crochet in the same loop. So we will repeat this pattern 7 more times. So in total we will have 8 repeats of this pattern. So we're gonna continue on the second one. Yarn over, insert our hook into the next loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 more double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the same loop, and another double crochet in the same loop. And we're gonna continue to the next stitch, the third one. 1 double crochet, 1 more double crochet, chain 1, and 2 more double crochet in the same loop. So we're just gonna repeat this again. This is the fourth one. 2 double crochet in 1, 1 chain, and 2 double crochet in 1. Just repeat that again until the end of the row. So we already already did 5. I forgot one more double crochet. So this is the 5th one finished, and we're gonna continue to the 6th. So 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 double crochet in the same loop again. So that's the 6th one finished. We're gonna continue on the 7th, and we're gonna insert 2 double crochet in the same loop. We're gonna chain 1 and 2 more double crochet in the same loop again. And on the next one, we're gonna do the same for the last one. 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 more double crochet. So this is our second row finish, and this is how it's going to look like. It's kind of almost a circle, but with a little bit of folds here and there. And we're gonna continue working to row 3. To start row 3, we just have to do chain 1, and we're gonna turn our work again, and we're gonna insert 1 double crochet, chain, and 1 double crochet into the first loop. So let's start with the first one. 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet. So we did those stitches in 1 stitch, and we're gonna repeat it 2 times. So we're gonna continue on the second stitch. We're gonna work our double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And for the next pattern, we have to work 3 treble crochet into the chain space. The chain space is this one right here. You just have to pull it a little bit open, so not the one in the top, but this one right here. So we're just gonna yarn over twice to do treble crochet, insert our hook into this chain space here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. We're gonna do 2 more treble crochet into this same loop. So yarn over twice, 2 treble crochet, and 1 more treble crochet. So for the next stitch, we're gonna do 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet again into the stitch right here. So we're gonna yarn over, insert our hook, and do our treble crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. I'm gonna repeat the same thing again on the next loop. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. So that is the set of our crochet pattern. So 2 times of double crochet, chain, and double crochet in the same loop. We did that twice, as you guys can see here. This is the first one, and this is the second one, and then we did 3 treble crochet, and then we did the repeat again, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, and the same thing here. So this is one set of a repeat pattern, and we're gonna repeat those patterns 8 times. So we're gonna do the second one again. We're gonna start with double crochet in the next loop, chain 1, and double crochet in the same loop, double crochet in the next loop, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the same loop, and we're gonna yarn over twice for treble crochet and insert it into the chain space. So we're gonna do 1 treble crochet, and we're gonna do 2 more treble crochet in the same loop. So this is the second one, and 1 more, and we're gonna repeat the previous pattern again. Double crochet in the next loop, chain 1, and 1 double crochet again. Gonna do it one more time. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. So we have repeated that pattern twice. We're just gonna repeat it until the end of the row. I'm gonna do mine, and can repeat the video if you need more guidance, but I will meet you when I'm almost at the end of the row. So I have done 7 of the set of patterns, and I'm gonna do the last one with you. So 1 double crochet into the next loop, chain 1 double crochet into the same loop, 1 double crochet into the next loop, chain 1 double crochet into the same loop, and treble crochet, yarn over twice, treble crochet in this chain space 3 times. This is the second treble crochet and the third one. And we're gonna do 1 double crochet into the next loop, chain 1, double crochet again in the same loop. And the last stitch is the one with the stitch marker, so we're gonna take off our stitch marker and we're gonna insert our hook into this loop, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet here again. And we're gonna chain 1 to fasten off. We're gonna cut off our yarn tail and we're gonna pull this out. So this is how our flower petal bead looks like. It's slightly different than the first one. This is petal A, just for reference. Petal A is smaller. I'll put it on the left. So this is petal A for reference. Petal A is smaller and kind of more straight, and this is petal B. They are more flowy and a little bit more folded. So we need to make 3 of this and 2 of this, 3 petal A and 2 petal B, or you can also make 3 of the petal B. It's up to you. For the next one, we need to prepare our wire. If you already cut them into 25 centimeters roughly, you can fold it in half and set them aside for now. For the flower center, we're going to use the pink yarn that we already used from before, and we're going to make a slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, what I like to do is grab the yarn like this, hold it with both my pointer and thumb, and turn it around, and I will hold it like here. I'm going to insert my hook here, gonna yarn over and pull through, and then we're just gonna pull this like that. To tighten it, you can hold the bottom and pull the top yarn to make it tighter. And for flower center row 1, we're gonna start with chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're gonna grab our wire. We're gonna open it and put it like in between like that. That's how we are gonna position our wire, and we're gonna do 1 more chain. So in total 8 chain. I'm gonna pull this a little bit over here because I'm gonna work on this right side. So for row 2, we're gonna start with 1 single crochet on the second loop. So we're gonna skip this one and insert our hook here on the second one, and we're gonna yarn over, pull through, and we're gonna work around our wire and yarn over, pull through too. So that's our first single crochet. For the next stitch, we're gonna do 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all the loops. So that's 1 half double crochet, and we're gonna work 1 double crochet into the next loop, yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're gonna do 2 treble crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we're gonna yarn over twice and insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're gonna do 1 more treble crochet in the next loop. And for the next one, we're gonna continue working on 1 double crochet in the next loop. and we will have one loop left, and we're gonna push our work to the tip of the wire. We're gonna work 2 half double crochet here. So yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1 half double crochet, and we're gonna do the same, and we're gonna do one more in the same stitch. So insert our hook, and I'm gonna put this like behind my yarn like this, so it's tighter, and I'm gonna yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that way we already move to the left side of the wire. And for the next stitch, we're gonna do 1 double crochet. So yarn over, insert our hook into this loop, insert our hook, and I like to bring this tail to here in front of the hook so I can weave it as I go. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1 double crochet, and we're gonna work 1 treble crochet into the next loop, and 1 more treble crochet in the next loop, and 1 double crochet in the next loop, and 1 half double crochet in the next loop, and 1 single crochet into the last loop. And then we're gonna do 1 slip stitch into this first loop. We're gonna yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. And then we're gonna chain 1 through the back of the wire to fasten off. We're gonna tighten it like that, and we're gonna cut off the tail. I'm gonna pull this out. So this is how it's going to look like, but we're gonna push this to the back so it will look like this. This is how your flower center should look like. So basically you fold it in half and kind of fold the wire this way. So we're gonna need to make 5 of this for all of our flower petal. And now we will be working on the flower sepal. And we're gonna grab our green yarn and also our 3.5 millimeters hook again. We're gonna start with a magic ring. If you don't remember to make a magic ring, just grab the yarn and wrap it around your finger like that. Turn it around, put it across, and hold it with your other finger. Insert our hook here, pull through, turn around, and yarn over, pull through, and you can tighten it. I'm gonna take this one out and pull it to tighten it a little bit. So that's our magic ring, and for the first row we're gonna start with 5. For the first row we're gonna start with 5 single crochet into the magic ring. So we're gonna insert our hook in the magic ring, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is our first single crochet. We're gonna do 4 more in total of 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna tighten the ring by pulling the short tail, and you don't have to make it super tight because that is where we're gonna insert our flower stem. And we're gonna make 1 slip stitch in here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through again. And for the second row we're gonna start with chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna insert our hook on the 3rd loop. So this is the first one, second, and this is the 3rd one. There's gonna be 2 more left at the bottom, so that's the 3rd one. We're gonna insert 1 single crochet into the 3rd loop, this one. Insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1 single crochet. We're gonna do 1 more single crochet. So that's 2 single crochet and 1 more half double crochet into the next loop. So that's our first sepal finish. We're gonna insert our hook not in this one but in the next loop in the base, because this is where we started. So we're gonna insert our hook into the next one. We're gonna yarn over, pull through, and we're gonna do another pull through for a slip stitch in the base. And now we're gonna repeat this pattern again, chain 5, 2 single crochet and half double crochet into the next one. So chain 5, 4, 5, insert our hook into the third loop from the hook, 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet in the next loop and 1 half double crochet in the next loop. Then we're gonna do 1 slip stitch into the next loop on the base here. So we're gonna insert our hook into both loops, yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. We're gonna repeat this 3 more times, so we will have 5 of this sepal. So chain 5, single crochet into the third loop, single crochet into the next loop, half double crochet into the next loop, and slip stitch in the base. We're gonna repeat it 2 more times, chain 5, single crochet in the third loop, another single crochet in the next loop, and half double crochet in the next loop, slip stitch in the base, chain 5, single crochet into the third loop, another single crochet in the next loop, and 1 half double crochet in the next loop, and 1 slip stitch in the base. So that's our sepal finish. We just have to chain 1 to fasten off. We're gonna cut off the tail, and this is how our sepal will look like. You're gonna have to make 5 of this, or however much petals that you have, because this is gonna be attached to the bottom of your flower petal. Once you're done with everything, this is how your work should look like. You should have 5 of the flower center part and also 5 flower sepal, 2 of the big petal, which is flower petal B, and also 3 flower petal A. And if you make more of the petal, you should also make more of the center part and also the sepal. I've gone ahead and weaved the ends of all of my flower petal, and I've also cut the short yarn tail that were in the middle of this flower center part. And with this center part, now we want to just wrap the yarn around this wire. Just want to wrap it around the wire like this. Make sure that it's neat and tight enough. You can push it up that way. And what you want to do, once you reach a certain length, you want to put it in between the wire and just kind of close it together. So this is how it will end up. And with the flower sepal, you want to pull, all of the tail ends into the middle part of the magic ring. To do that, you just have to insert the hook in the middle like this and grab all of the yarn that you need, and you can pull them out like this. And now I will guide you into the assembling part of the flower. So you can grab your flower stem. This is the one that I'm using. I'm using a 2mm flower stem, and it's 40 centimeters, but I use a little bit of the end, so it's a little bit cut off, but that is okay. So we're gonna start with, so you will need 1 of each of the parts. So 1 flower center part, 1 flower petal, and 1 flower sepal. And to assemble it, you're just gonna have to grab the flower center and the flower petal. Basically, you will find the center part of this flower and insert both wires here. This is how they will look like, and you're gonna find the opening, this one, and then we're gonna put it like, and then we're gonna put the flower center in between those. So we want to shape our petal like this, and then this is the flower center part, and then you're gonna push it down like that. So this is how our flower will look like. This is how the shape of the real sweet pea looks like. It's kind of like have the opening like this and with the flower petal. And we're also gonna do the same thing with the flower sepal. We're gonna insert both wires into the middle of the flower sepal, into the middle like this. If you have a hard time pulling down this yarn tail, you can insert your hook in the middle and grab the yarn and weave it through to the bottom like that. And we're gonna push it up, make sure it's tight and neat like that, but don't push it too much. Make sure that this flower center part doesn't get squished. Okay, now that we've done that to all of the flower petal, we're gonna grab our green yarn, and you want to grab one of your flower petal, assembled flower. Make sure that you push the flower sepal to the base of the flower and hold it in place like this. And we're gonna grab our yarn, and then we're gonna place it facing this way, and we're gonna start wrapping it. You want to make sure that the pink yarn is not visible, so you want to push it with your finger so it will be covered like that. And then you're gonna start wrapping down the stem, and you want to leave roughly around this length of the stem. And once you reach this length, you're gonna open the wire and put the yarn in between, and we're gonna close and tighten it. You can also cut off this excess yarn and make sure that this is tight and neat. You can open it a little bit and tighten it by twisting the wire like that. And then you can cut off the tail like so. You want to leave enough tail so it can be assembled to the main flower stem so it doesn't get loose. And you want to do this to all of your flower petals. After you wrapped all of the stem of the flower petal, this is how they're gonna look like. And now we're gonna assemble them to the flower stem. This is the flower stem, and we're gonna put aside the flower petal B for now because we're gonna start with the small petal first. And you basically want to place all of your flowers in different directions, different angles. You can place them randomly. What I like to do is put my flower petals like this, and then we're gonna just wrap the yarn around it. So we're gonna start with wrapping them. I like to start wrapping in the middle like this, not all the way to the end, because that way it will become more sturdy. And now we're gonna go up. We're gonna make sure that there is no wire visible, including the flower stem. And we want to make it a little bit thicker at the top here so it looks more natural with the transition, something like that. And then we're gonna go down, and we're gonna continue wrapping down like so. Feel free to add the second flower stem wherever you like. I will add them here because I feel like that's a good height. And then you want to make sure that it's wrapped together neatly and tightly as well to make sure that they don't fall off. And I'm gonna add the third flower here. And now we're gonna add the flower petal B. basically just alternating between them and make sure you wrap them tightly like this. For the last one, I'm gonna put the flower petal bee here again, and make sure to wrap them tightly. Continue wrapping the stem until you reach the bottom end. Once you reach the bottom, you want to leave around 1 centimeter of the wire open, and then we're gonna apply our hot glue gun here, just a little bit, and then we're gonna make sure that our yarn wrapped around the glue, just to make sure that it is secure. Once you reach the end, you can cut off the tail yarn, and then once again you can apply the hot glue gun at the tip of the yarn like this to make sure that it is very secure. So I like to press it with my finger like this. And this is the bottom of our flowers, and this is how our sweet pea will look like when they're finished. So that's how they look like. So congratulations on finishing your sweet pea. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it's easy enough for you guys to follow, and if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like it and also leave a comment on what tutorials you want to see from me next. And thank you so much for watching this one. I will see you next time. Bye!